game 2 here. This one is quite interesting. Usually when page or peasant on the board is on the board, it is interesting. So eyes go to page immediately. I ask myself, do I want champion? The answer is yes. Haunted Woods attack is annoying. Also, if you don't do it, you get murked by warrior, maybe. So yes, you open page and what? So my opponent opened with Haunted Woods on 5, which I think is the correct thing to open. Baker is okay, Wine Merchant maybe, but the Haunted Woods is draw and is the thing that will get you quickest to champion. So my also I noticed there's Forge on the board, so that is something you want to get to. 7 is a big price point. There are other trashers in plan and develop cheaper trashers, but I think you really want to go for Forge and on a big hand from Haunted Woods, get rid of a bunch of cards from your deck. On this board, I also quite liked Workshop. Workshop could pick up quite a few decent things. Let's duplicate, it could pick up pages at the very worst, which are not terrible, and also Mining Village, which has the explosive endgame potential. So I like the Workshop on the board, but you have to wait for a good time to pick up Workshop. So my opponent opens with the Haunted Woods and the page. I open with the page and the Haunted Woods. So identical openings. My opponent plays a page and a Haunted Woods, so that's a great turn for them, picking up a second page. I play my page and my Haunted Woods too, so that's great for me. And I have 4, so I can have no problems evading my opponent's Haunted Woods attack. On 4, it is a bit of a consideration. I can go for a plan, but really I would want to save that for a turn where I'm more severely affected by Haunted Woods. And at this point I'm just thinking of which card can get me to my page and my champion the fastest. The answer to that would be Mining Village, but another consideration is getting another page, because I don't like to put all my eggs in one basket. Meaning, if my warrior gets trashed by my opponent's warrior, then and I don't have a second warrior along the way, then that'll just be terrible for me. I really want the champion. You need the sorcerer plus actions here, and also the defense. So with that in mind, I pick up a second page, attempting to diversify my portfolio. My opponent picks up a gold here. I don't really like the gold too much, but I can understand why you would get it. You want to get Forge, obviously. 5 here, I pick up a second Haunted Woods. Because it's a duration draw card, it's not as bad to have 2 of those in your deck as opposed to 2 Smithies, for example. So my opponent gets a page down and a treasure hunter down, exchanging both of them. Here I have to take 2 silvers with this treasure hunter, which is okay. I suppose it'll help me get to the forge that I want. Here on 4, the workshop was in the back of my mind. It's also duplicate, which is nice. Plan, but eventually I settle on getting a mining village here. Even though champion has all these plus actions within the mining village, it's still useful and can potentially avoid terminal collision before the champion comes around. So here my opponent picks up the forge, and you see the gold come into play there, picking up the forge on 8. I play my Haunted Woods here, and 3 is an uncomfortable amount. Again, I am just trying to prioritize converting page into champion, so I want cards at this point that will allow me to do so. And on 3, all I can really think about is a page. At the very, like in the best case scenario, the page will come with the warrior and be one more attack that I can land on my opponent because it's a traveler. So here I'm having quite good luck with this Haunted Woods thing. They aren't colliding, and I'm getting decent draw with them. So here my opponent plays a warrior and trashes my warrior. So this is the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the game, which is why I want 2 pages in a page game, because just in case something happens to one of them, the other one is still there and I'm not totally lost. And also, even it is even less bad in this game that my warrior got trashed because of the presence of Forge, I believe. With Forge, I can thin down very quickly and hopefully get rapid conversion of page into champion so that losing that warrior would not matter as much to me. So here I turn in a page, or I consider turning in a page for a treasure hunter and do so, mostly because my warrior got trashed. So now I want to move up the line again with this third page. That was the third page that I bought. Here my opponent plays a treasure hunter and a hero, gaining a gold. So now my opponent has champion, completely safe from any warrior attacks that may come. Here you see the mining village and treasure hunter picking up 3 silvers. I had no idea I was going to gain that many silvers. Had I known, I would not have played that treasure hunter. Actually, I lie. I would have played that treasure hunter because I needed the money to get to Forge. But I'm not happy about picking up 3 silvers. And here my opponent picks up even more silvers. So, and buys a mining village. So here I get the Haunted Woods down. I happily play this Baker, triggering this reshuffle. Not a great reshuffle. This treasure hunter, there's no way I'm playing this treasure hunter. My opponent gained 4 or 5 things last turn. I am not putting 5 or 6 silvers into my deck. I want to build a draw engine with the Haunted Woods, and this plus buy and wire merchant gains through Forge and duplicate an explosive endgame potential with mining village. There's no way I want that much treasure in my deck. In fact, what I should be doing at this point is getting more Haunted Woods. Also, at this point, I am affected by the Haunted Woods, and I really don't want to put back a Treasure Hunter and an Estate on top of my deck. So I just pick up a plan and put the token on the Mining Village. I'm not sure where I should have put this token. I should have put it on the Haunted Woods to give me more incentive to buy those, because I really should be picking up more of those at this point. Even without the champion for the plus actions, I can still get a draw engine going with the Mining Village and the Haunted Woods. I don't have to wait for champion to do that, which is what I was doing for this game. Anyways, my opponent has a Forge on a hand where Haunted Woods gave 3 cards, so that's excellent for them. They convert 3 estates into a gold, so no more green cards for them. Here with this Forge, I just go crazy and trash everything. I should have maybe converted. That was just done out of pure wildness. But I probably should have converted a silver into a workshop maybe and bought another Haunted Woods, but I just was so irritated by those silvers at that point, I just decided to gobble them up with the Forge. So I play the Haunted Woods here over the Warrior, because now I'm thinking, well, look, I can build the engine without the champion. There's no real urgency to get to champion. And I didn't want to play that warrior and then have it miss the shuffle, plus the Haunted Woods miss the shuffle, and then my hero would be out of the shuffle. I just have to wait extra long for the champion. So with the Haunted Woods, maybe I can get a forge in, a big forge, a nice forge in, and then it would accelerate me towards that champion. Maybe, just what I was thinking at the time. Here, I play this treasure hunter because I know I will only get one silver because my opponent has picked up just the one province last turn. And on 8 here, I consider a second forge, and maybe it was worth it actually. I was going for wine merchant initially, but then for some reason I thought I had two buys because I was considering the wine merchant. I was going to go for double mining village here, but I don't have two buys, I just have the one buy. So I just pick up the one mining village on this turn, getting rid of the estate obviously to counter the Haunted Woods effect. Maybe it should have been a wine merchant at this point. Not entirely sure, but a lot of the things I did in this game, I feel like could have been done a bit better. See, I was waiting for Champion to build the engine, but I could have been building it from before. Maybe that was one thing I could have improved upon. So here my opponent gets their Champion down, so safe from all subsequent Haunted Woods attacks, which is probably the most relevant thing for them, and plays another Haunted Woods. So going to have 3 extra cards at the start of their next turn. Super good for them, and picking up province number 2. And I know they have Forge that they can use Forge to forge province into province, lowering that province pile. So this is a good Forge hand for me here. I'm able to get rid of a lot of coppers with this estate. And this silver, I am going to pick up a wine merchant at this point. 2 from the hero means I buy just a page and I gain a gold because I have to. Warrior says you have to gain something. I pick up the page here. It does very little for my deck, but at least it is something to forge into. Is the reason why I pick it up. It is I can perhaps use it in some combination for forge. So here my opponent forges a province into a province and buys another province. So now there's only half the provinces left, and I'm running out of time to build this engine. I don't even have the champion yet. Picking up a Haunted Woods because I need the draw. Another 8 from my opponent means another province, and there's just 3 left, and things look very, very grim for me here. Even though I managed to put down my champion on this turn, get the jolly old wine merchant down. And 13 on 2 buys, I need another wine merchant to be viable. Still, I need to go for a lot of duchies to mount some kind of comeback. Pick up another Haunted Woods there. Here I'm going to keep my warrior and my page, I believe. I don't want the treasure hunter, is not. It is a stop card rather, and I don't want the hero because I want the draw from the warrior. However, my opponent is giving me no time picking up another province there. So now I'm able to draw my entire deck at this point and do nice things, but it seems like it's too little too late at this point. So now I'm considering plays with Forge and how to get as many duchies as possible. I can forge something here and draw it up with the mining village, which I end up doing. It is a workshop, which I used to get a duplicate. There was no way for me to directly forge into duplicate there, so I had to go with this roundabout method of workshop into duplicate. And I also had the workshop in the back of my mind for the entire game, so probably that influenced my thinking. And again, my opponent forges into a province here and picks up an estate. I spent 2 extra coin tokens on that turn just to liberate the wine merchants. The coin tokens came from the baker, obviously. So here I'm at the end of my deck. Cannot draw. Wine merchant is at the top of my deck, but can't get to it. There's nothing really for me to forge. Spend 1 coin token so that when I buy a double duchy, I can liberate the jolly old man from the tavern. But I don't know why I think he's old. He may not be old, but he is jolly for sure. Anyhow, no province from my opponent on that turn, just a duchy. But now I check the remaining points in the game and realize that I'm lost. So I just trash all these mining villages for a last hurrah and see how many points I can get. So as the end of the second game, thank you for watching. This is an interesting game actually. I would welcome especially your comments and feedback for this one, and see you in the next game.